To keep feel the weight of what we own. This the song of sons and daughters, fight the heart of who we are, making peace to build our future, strong united, working till we fall. And the old and they roll adrift together.
All right. Perfect timing there, song. Good job. Everybody is here. Let's get this party started. Good morning, everyone. Today, I hope you're prepared. This is going to be a doozy. I'm serious. This is one of the most difficult things we will tackle this year. We're going to multiply a polynomial by a monomial. I know, it sounds impossible. But I promise you, we can do it. Okay, there's no pretense. In my opinion, there's certain sections of the way Khan Academy has laid out the Algebra 2 curriculum that gets really slow. They really spread things out. And okay, let's segment this over here and spend a day on it. Segment this over here and spend a day on it. I know that you guys are perfectly capable of doing this in 10 minutes flat, okay? I'm sure of it. But that's what we got for today. I don't have any more to give you. I could just give you a longer worksheet, right? And I don't think that's necessary, all right? So I'm trying not to make things too tedious on you. But honestly, the polynomial bit is really stretched out, in my opinion. For some of you, it'll feel kind of slow, like, oh God, I know this, I remember this, I know how to do this, can we move on? It's gonna get boring. I'm sorry, but there's others of you, and maybe it's the same people, at different times of the week, different weeks, when you'll feel really appreciative. Oh, thank goodness, math is easy today. I can get that done and focus on my other work for this other class because the online thing has been killing me, all right? If that's not you, and that never has been you, please recognize that that is some people. So having an easy day every once in a while goes a long way for mental health. Now, let's see, what can we say about multiplying a polynomial by a monomial? You're almost always going to see the monomial goes first. I don't know why. We know multiplication is commutative. I could put a monomial on the end of the parentheses, but they never do that. Okay? We are, of course, going to be using our favorite property, starts with a D, distributive, right? You take this thing and you distribute. You get 1, and you get an 8x, and you get an 8x. Everybody gets an 8x, right? This is good old Oprah at work. And of course, 8x times 6x plus 8x. Whoop, that's a funny looking x. How'd that happen? Times the 6. You're never going to write, well, I shouldn't say never. Maybe on like a really big one, complicated, you might go ahead and write them out that way. But let's be honest, you can do that part in your head. 8 times 6, I never remember 8 times 6. 6 times 8 is 48. I reverse it because it rhymes. 6 times 8 is 48. X times x, remember our exponent rules? You just add up how many times that letter is being multiplied, put that in the corner. So x was multiplied twice. Now I have 2 of them, 48x squared, plus 8 times 6, 6 times 8 is 48 again, and still just the 1x. And that is our final answer. That's it. Right now, that it feels counterintuitive to me. Most of the time, we're going to want the factored form. It's going to make things easier to have things factored out. This format is usually preferable to this format most of the time to do any actual calculations. Now, this is handy to look at because now we can see explicitly, oh, look at the highest power here. That's a 2. This is definitely a quadratic. Whereas that's kind of hidden down here because you don't see it written as a literal exponent of 2. So in that sense, I guess this can be clearer for some people. You do get some more features up front that way. But as far as if you wanted to solve for it, well, when it's already factored, it's a lot easier, right? So I want you to have that gut instinct of you get here, it's like, ooh, hey, I could factor out a 48 from here. Oh, wait, I just undid that, okay? And that's it, right? For the most part, it gets more complicated when you add more terms. That's all. But the process is exactly the same. Everybody gets multiplied by that thing in front. This is, of course, in anticipation of next time when we multiply a polynomial times a polynomial. And then you got to keep track of, I distributed all of this one, and then I distributed all of that one, and then I distributed all of the third one, right? But that's as fancy as we're going to get. Okay. Are there any questions at this point? That's all I have. 16 questions. And yes, you can keep scrolling to check your work. So I don't even have to do that part for you. All right, so there you go. Take 10 minutes, finish this worksheet, upload a picture of your solutions, and then work on something else. All right? If it takes you more than 10 minutes, that's fine. But you could probably, if you pushed yourself, try it. Try to get it done in 10 minutes. Maybe we should make this a timed challenge. That might happen in the future. Eventually, you're going to have to take the SAT. That's why we're doing the weekly practice. And that's not just about getting the answer. You got to get the answer fast.